We welcome you to the Smarter Tech for a Resilient Future, the EdgeNTech Symposium for 2023. And we would love to invite you to share your insights and ideas on social media. Please tag your posts with Smarter Tech hashtag and at EdgeNTech. Now, please welcome to the stage our MC for the 2023 EdgeNTech Symposium, CITRIS Executive Director, Camille Crittenden.
Thank you, Jill. Welcome to the 7th Annual EdgeNTech Symposium. This year's theme is Smarter Tech for a Resilient Future. We are honored to have you join us for this important conversation. As you may recall, EdgeNTech is focused on expanding diversity and gender equity in tech to foster more equitable participation in high-growth technology careers. We have an amazing slate of speakers to discuss the future of infrastructure and highlight contributions from pioneering women and others underrepresented in emerging technologies. But I'd like to take a minute, since we're embarking on Women's History Month, to celebrate a few historical figures who helped to pave the way for greater inclusion in infrastructure engineering today. I'm proud to report that the first female graduate of an engineering program was Elizabeth Bragg, who earned a bachelor's in engineering from UC Berkeley in 1876, and paved the way for architect Julia Morgan to graduate from the same program with a bachelor's in civil engineering 18 years later. Unlike Morgan, who had a long and storied career, Bragg never actually practiced as an engineer. After graduating, she worked as a teacher for a short time until marriage, after which she remained at home as a wife and mother until her death in 1929. Although Bragg made her choice for homemaking over a professional career nearly a century ago, the circumstances nudging women along this path may not be all that different from those that highly trained women still face today. A few generations later, Hattie Scott Peterson graduated from Howard University in 1946 and is believed to be the first Black woman to earn a bachelor's degree in civil engineering. She too has a California connection. After graduating from Howard, she and her husband moved to California, and she began working as a survey and cartographic engineer, conducting photogrammetry for the U.S. Geological Survey in Sacramento. She joined the local U.S. Army Corps of Engineers in 1954, where she was the first female engineer. She worked in the hydrology section of the Sacramento Engineering Department, forecasting floods, designing navigation projects, and researching flood control. We could name many more female pioneers, of course. In digital infrastructure, Ada Lovelace, Admiral Grace Hopper, Hedy Lamarr, and Anita Borg laid the foundation for computing, the internet, Wi-Fi, and broadband. Lillian Gilbreth, in industrial engineering, is also an Oakland native and early UC Berkeley alumna. She became the first female engineering professor at Purdue in 1935. Some of these inspiring women's stories have been documented in a public database created in 2020 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of admitting women to UC Berkeley. Look for 150w.berkeley.edu. Today, we will highlight current contributions from diverse perspectives and discuss many aspects of how smart technology is making buildings, manufacturing, farms, aviation, and cities not only smarter, but more resilient for a healthier and more equitable future. We have an impressive lineup of speakers, starting with Stacy Mahler from Siemens and Sashi Oblasetti from Synopsys, and closing with remarks on promoting accessibility and inclusion from Amanda Silver at Microsoft. Panels will explore innovation and applications of smart technologies and infrastructure in sectors from transportation to security, water management to supply chain, and drones to indoor air quality. This event is made possible by our fantastic sponsors, starting with our repeat champion sponsors, Lam Research, Agilent, and Siemens, and Sandia National Laboratories. In the UC system, thanks go to UC Davis College of Engineering and the Office of Diversity and Inclusion. UC Santa Cruz's Baskin Engineering, the IoT for Ag program at UC Merced, and the Institute for Transportation Studies at UC Berkeley. We are also deeply grateful to Carla Itzkowicz, who made a generous contribution in honor of her father. Thank you, Carla, and our organizational sponsors. Now, to get us started, please welcome Antoinette Hamilton, Global Head of Inclusion and Diversity at Lam Research, our champion sponsor for the symposium. Antoinette.
Great. Thank you, Camille. It is my honor to be with you all here this morning. At Lam, we foster an innovative, achievement-oriented culture and celebrate the people who bring it to life. Today, on the second day of Women's History Month in the US, and on the eve of International Women's Day, we celebrate the women in tech who are the change we want to see. Unlocking new levels of innovation requires investing in inclusion and diversity to attract, develop, and retain talent. Although there's been progress made towards gender equality, women are significantly less likely to work in tech, especially in leadership roles. For women of color, the climb to be equally represented in leadership roles has even been more laggard. As many companies are making commitments to increase our equity in the workplace, we must continue to keep our attention on the work needed to close the representation gap. And this is particularly urgent in our current economy. This year's themes for Women's History Month is about stories. My story is I joined Lam Research because I saw a unique opportunity to address the prevalent inclusion and diversity challenges facing the tech industry, and more specifically, semiconductor companies. The preponderance of evidence shows that women can vastly improve innovation efforts. To lean in on this benefit and make an industry-wide impact, organizations must commit to integrating equity and inclusion in their workplace culture and collaborate to develop concrete strategies to diversify talent pipelines. We do this at Lam by encouraging teams to seek a diverse slate of candidates, expanding recruitment efforts to include historically Black colleges and universities, including Hispanic serving institutions, increasing engagement with external organizations, including the addition of new relationships to source diverse talent, such as Women Impact Tech, the Grace Hopper Celebration, the National Association of Women in Manufacturing, the Society of Women Engineers, and like organizations in APAC and EMEA. At Lam, our inclusion and diversity vision is for every person to feel valued, included, and empowered to achieve their full potential. We understand by bringing unique individuals and viewpoints together, we achieve extraordinary results. By taking steps to cultivate a more inclusive global workforce, the tech industry will not only innovate faster and better than before, but it will also increase the magnitude of its impact and the ability to enable a more resilient future. We wish everyone a great conference today, filled of learnings, best practices, and intentions on helping enable a better future for all. From Lam Research, we thank you for letting us continue to be a partner for this amazing conference, and we wish you all a really great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Antoinette. That was really wonderful to hear from you about Lam's efforts to make a more inclusive and diverse workforce. It's all important, and your Lam is really a leader. We've been grateful for Lam to be a valued partner at Citrus for many years, and we're really glad that you could join us this morning to kick off the day.
Thank you.